Hi there, new week, new project bag. Yes, I do have the intention of making a new project bag every week for as long as I have ideas, and I think I have ideas for more than a year's content. So fingers crossed I'll be able to make all of them. Last week we did just a basic project bag, pretty much this one. Please don't rate my drawing skills, they are awful, I know. This week we are going to expand on this. It is autumn, it is the Halloween season, and of course pumpkin season. So I'm going to give you another one of my fantastic drawings. Hold on to yourself, brace yourselves. This is what we're going to make. I don't know if you can see the rectangle here. That is a basic project bag, and there's a handle there. And I'm going to make it look like a pumpkin. I need to make it fairly flat in the bottom because I want it to be able to sit on the table or, yeah, wherever you put it. And the upper edge here, I'm going to have a zipper, same way that we do in a basic project bag. But I want the top of the pumpkin, oh my lord, that was a hard word to say, to kind of poke up above that. I have an idea for how to solve that. We shall see if I'll be able to do that, but I think I will. So, pumpkin project bag this week, and first off, let's go see if we can find any fabric for it. Fabrics have been acquired. I'm going for a simple black for the outside of the bag. I'm going to line it with orange, and I'm going to use that same orange to make the outside pumpkin. I'm going to make two of those because I want one on each side. We got a black zipper. I've got my heavy interfacing. Yeah, so I'm pretty much ready to cut the fabric. I'm going to do the fabric, the project bag first, the basic project bag. And I'm going to make it as far as setting in the zipper, but not joining the sides and the bottom, because I want to add the pumpkin on the outside before that. But first of all, I need to make a pattern for the pumpkin. And I'm thinking, because the pumpkin will be poking up above the project bag. Let's say this is the project bag. And I want the pumpkin to kind of poke up above that, which means I need to have a back as well for that. So my plan is, at least I think so, is to make a pumpkin, cut a pumpkin from the interfacing, use that on both the front and the back of the pumpkin because I want this to be a little more stiff. And then I'll just cut the interfacing pumpkin slightly smaller than the fabric one, and I can just notch the whole way around on the pumpkin so that I can fold in the outer edges, and then I can sandwich the two together. Oh, I need to find some fabric to make the stem as well for the pumpkin. I think I want a stem. We shall see. So yeah, let's start off by cutting off the basic project bag things that we need and make a pattern for the pumpkin itself. We are getting there. The base for the project bag is done. We got the orange inside. We got the black outside, and I am ready to make the pumpkin decoration. I have printed this. It is a pumpkin from Canva, and I just chose custom settings to get it close to a size that I like. And then I saved it and printed it as a PDF. And now I did have to print it a couple of times to find a size that I like and that I'm happy with, but I think something like that. It'll poke up a little bit up here as I planned. I'm going to center it a little bit better. And I made a stem as well that will go there. So my plan is to cut 4 pieces of the pumpkin, and I'm going to do that with seam allowance so that I can cut around all the way around and just fold the excess in. I will be cutting interfacing as well. I will be making 4 of these, so I'm going to need 4 interfacings as well, and then I will smash them together 2 and 2. And I think I'm going to cut the stem in just dark brown felt. Yeah, because that's the easiest way to, because this is a bit of a weird shape, and I think I want to not have to deal with edgings here, so I can just cut 4 of these and stitch them 2 and 2 together, just like really close to the edge, and since it's felt, it doesn't have to be overlocked or anything. So that's my plan. And also, the good thing about this is that I can put it underneath the fabric, and you can still see the lines, so that I can use my heat erasable pen and just mark these lines. I'm planning to be stitching with a very tight zigzag on these. Well, not the other edge, but these 4. And this is heat and air erasable, so it will disappear. So that's the plan. So let's get started on cutting out all the pieces. I just realized something. My plan was to put this underneath, and well, I think it's that way. And I could use my heat erasable pen to do the markings, but I am ironing on the interfacing, which means I will be adding heat and then it will disappear. I don't think, can I see through it? Maybe a little bit. Oh, I don't know, you guys. I don't know. Well, I guess I'll try it. And if it doesn't work, I'll just wing it, I guess. Maybe I can draw with a regular pencil. I could do that. Okay, I'll figure it out. I've added on the interfacing, and as you can see, it's a bit smaller than the pumpkin. I drew with just a regular pencil on one of the pieces. Hopefully that will work. Now, my plan now is to cut not just like this, all around. And then I will fold them inwards and iron them in place. And once I've done that all around, I am going to stitch both pieces together like so, with the that piece in between. Should work, yeah? Let's try it. Now we're getting somewhere. I have pinned the front and the backs together. I have added some stems as well. Done both of them. So next I'm going to stitch all around here. And as you can see, the stems are facing different directions, which is because when I add them to the project bag, I want them to go the same way. So I'm going to stitch that. I'm going to add the pumpkins to the project bag. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave an opening when I attach it, stitching around it. I'm going to leave an opening between here and here somewhere, so that it'll be like a pocket, which is perfect. And also, when I'm pinning this, can you see that it's kind of curving a little bit? Perfect. Makes it like a routed pumpkin. So anyway, I'm going to stitch all around each of the pumpkins, and then I will be doing the lines here, and then we'll be ready to attach it to a project bag. I can't wait to see what this is going to look like when it's done. Pumpkins are done. There's one, there's the other. I'm going to attach my logo to the bottom of this pumpkin, and then I'm going to pin them in place on the project bag, and then we're going to start stitching the side seams and the bottom. And then we'll get to the really exciting question: will I be able to turn it inside out with all of this extra rather stiff fabric? We shall see, we shall see. But it's done this far. These lines I made with just a very tight zigzag. So nothing difficult there. So yeah. Adding my logo, adding the pumpkins to the project bag, and starting to stitch it all together. Are you ready for this? Here is our pumpkin project bag, all done. I was going to film turning it inside out, and I completely forgot because I was so curious whether or not I would be able to actually do it. Apparently I was. It was a little finagly. I did have to use my thumbs a lot, not gonna lie, but no major issues with that. And I also remembered to add the handle. I almost forgot. Remind yourselves to put the handle on. Zipper works. We have a lovely bright orangey inside, and we also have pockets on the outside. So let me close this. On each side of the outside there'll be pockets. We can stuff all our Halloween treats. I got the stems, both of them, the right way so that they kind of blend together instead of one going this way and the other going that way. I'm very happy, very, very happy with this. Although, I gotta say, that orangey thread that I've been using for the pumpkin, horrible quality. Don't know what was wrong with it. I bought it from Selfmade. I have bought a lot of their threads over the years, never had an issue. But this one, it was pure CRAP. Yeah, just crap. But project bag is done. I'm very pleased with this project. Very pleased. I hope you enjoyed it too. I hope you tried to make it or something like it. Would love to see, as per usual. Tag me on Instagram. I'm Anna Love Creations over there too. And if you're not following my channel, please do. I'd love to have you come along. There will be a lot more crazy project bags coming up, and yarn dyeing and all the things. So that's it for today. I'll see you next time. Bye.